What was your question, PK?
I don't know, this was really a podcast question, but I'll just ask anyway. If you were like dating someone,
Yes.
all right. Okay, so at start with Chelsea, there's not that there's all right. The moment you guys became official, did you delete everybody on your social media with people that like you dated, flirted, anything that's like interest in that type of way? Because I got this question like the other day, and they said like, when you date someone, do you delete them?
Date? What's date? Because you date anything.
That's not true. That's not true. But
You mean like a serious relationship?
the start of a serious relationship, like when it's official?
Yeah.
Like, so the moment it's official, would you delete everything?
Yeah.
But how do you know like it's gonna work out?
Because you would know if it's.
Because
you just know when that's the one.
Okay.
Because you would delete everything for the one.
No, I would, but like at the start of it. All right, okay. Then, no, I'm gonna flip it back to myself. Hypothetically, if I didn't do that, would you think I'm waiting for those other girls, or I'm just leaving them like there in case this doesn't work?
I would think so. Yes.
Oh, I was curious.
Yeah. That's why this is the Curious Canvas. So welcome back to our welcome back to our new episode. My name is Jem. This is PK.
We're back. Okay, we're gonna leave that in. Okay, that's fine. Okay, cool. All right, so
Wait, you don't think?
I think
Well, this is
what happens if you're friends with that person? I'm not gonna lie. Like, am I friends with every single body? No, but the ones I am friends with, but I have done stuff with them. Would there be a reason why I should delete them?
it's really up to what your partner would like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because I'm sure you'd be okay with it, but would they be okay with it? That's a difference.
Would you be okay?
With what?
Or would you expect, like the Chelsea, for example, like at the start, not now, obviously, but like at the start, would you expect her to delete any type of guy that?
Like, why would she need it?
I guess I'm thinking like, are they still in communication? I guess, or when that topic would ever come up with, oh, you should delete that person or not.
But why would she need them if she's with me?
No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So it's the same thing for you. Like, why would you need them?
That's true. Okay. I'm more looking at it like as a friend type of way. For the other girls that like are just like tooted and booted, that's different. But I mean, like the friends one, I don't know if I would delete them because I'm like, I've had some type of a relationship with them. And
What if your partner that you're very serious in with months, it's been a bit now, a few months, and she's like, why do you still have her?
I'd say because I'm still friends with them in some type of level.
But why do you need a friendship with her?
I'm sure like there's people on your social media that, it doesn't even have to be girls. I'm not even saying girls. I just mean like people who you barely met, but they're on your social media, and you've had some type of moment or interaction with them. Let's just say a guy. Let's say a guy. You met a guy randomly with your boys at a concert, right? You guys are talking. You guys just shared a moment, whatever. Oh, what's your Insta? Blah blah blah, and you just never deleted them.
Yeah.
Would you not put that in the same category as like it was just a moment you've had with them?
That is so different. Are you okay?
It is.
That's the worst analogy ever.
No, but like
not just a boy that you met at the club.
Okay.
And just a mate that some guy you met at the club in LA, and you had a moment and you have him on your socials compared to someone you did things with.
Okay, no, but like no, but if you became
you weren't finished.
But if you were friends with that girl and you've like done other stuff with that
but you've
girl.
done more than just being a friend. You've done more than just we met at a club.
Yeah, fair. Okay, I just wanted your opinion with that.
Yeah. Well, there's your therapeutic opinion.
It was a good opinion. Speaking about opinion,
chuck your headphones.
Oh, yeah, can hear
Quick
you.
smile for the camera.
Now I can hear him talk shit. So you've since the last time we talked, we did a podcast. You went to Japan, right?
Has it been that long? We haven't done this since.
Ooh.
That was before Japan.
I think last time we did this was like a week before Japan.
Okay.
When you went to Japan, so this is a question I haven't asked you this since you got back.
Yeah.
Obviously we love Disney, everything Disney. We've been to Disney World. I think you've also been to LA Disney.
Yeah, and the one we went to together in Orlando.
Yeah. How did you like Japan's one?
It was different.
How so?
Everything's in Japanese for people that have never been.
Did you expect that?
I did because, a bit of research beforehand. But then when you get there, it's so different.
Did it still give you that magic?
It did, but it's like that magic that you have with a grandpa that speaks a different language.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Like you have that closeness, but then the communication, the barriers, there's a barrier.
Yeah.
You want to be able to, they're trying to express something to you, but you can't reciprocate it the way you want to because they won't understand it in that way.
Yeah.
So, you hear the theme songs, it's a small world.
But it's in Japanese.
In Japanese. That's what key things I remember. Or any theme song, but it's in Japanese.
I wonder if that's like in every other theme park, like in every other Disney. Like if you go to Disneyland in China, would that be the same thing?
Probably it will be.
Or Paris. Because
if you think about Disney movies, they're probably all in their own language. So why would they have it in English in Paris and in China?
Yeah.
Because, they wouldn't be able. It's the same thing. They wouldn't be able to understand it.
Yeah, I liked when I was there. I liked it. It was good because, like for example, Tower of Terror is also in Disney World as well.
Yeah.
Right. And we actually done that same ride, and the story's kind of the same, but it was just different. So when you say like there's a barrier, it's like you're kind of understanding it, but you're not like, I don't feel like my heart was invested.
Yeah, this is what I mean. There's like some family members, you're trying to express as much as you can in a way, and you'll feel it, but it won't be the same than if you could speak the language, and it's different.
Yeah, I get that. Speaking of Disney World, they've actually
so the thing about, sorry to cut you off, but the thing about Japan is the two different, the Disneyland Japan or Disneyland Tokyo and then Disney Sea.
Yeah.
So that's a difference as well.
Did you go both of them?
Yeah, in one day.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so we went really early.
Was there like?
It was packed. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it like in the morning.
But it rained out, so I think it cancelled a lot of people. But it was still very busy.
Which one did you like better?
I liked both. Well,
I think one's for kids and one's for like more of a couple adults.
Yeah,
right?
I think the Disney Sea is more for adults, but the nostalgia of Disneyland Tokyo is very similar to when we went to Disney World and when we went to when I went to California one as well.
What do you did you see anything that was like not different, but for example, did you wait to the end?
Oh yeah, we did, but we didn't watch the one in Disneyland. We stayed at Disney Sea.
Yeah, because it'd be different.
It was different, yeah. So we did, but it was quite underwhelming.
Yeah,
in a way.
I felt that.
I think, but then it was weird because they were saying that if you go to the one in Disney Sea, you can't see the one in Disneyland.
Yeah,
but then when we left Disney Sea, as we're leaving and we were going on the train and that, a few minutes later, then the fireworks came out. I go, we could have made it.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, so it's not exactly the same time. No. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
When you say it's underwhelming, like a bit, I get that.
Because it's a projection.
Yeah.
And then again, it's a language we can't understand. See, like...
I think also it's a culture thing too, because when I was there, I was like, I wanted to get the best seat, right? So I went straight to the gate, like the fence, right?
Yeah.
So I stayed on that. I'm standing up, and then I'm like, I'm looking behind me, and everyone's still sitting down. And then like one of the Disney people actually had to come up to me like, "Hey, sir, you have to sit down."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh shit!" And then I'm like right at the fence, so I couldn't see it as like clearly. And I'm like,
Yeah, because people over there have
courtesy.
Yeah,
they
you
do.
and you
No,
don't.
it's definitely
You look out for yourself.
It's a westernized thing. You know why? Because
Oh yeah, blame a westernized
bro,
thing.
I bet when we were in like Disney World, we're all like bumping into each other. But there, it's like, nah, sit down.
Yeah, because they they're considerate.
Where were you sitting or standing?
I was just standing at the back because I'm tall, and I said if I go up into the middle or the front, I'm gonna block a lot of people.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah,
That's very courteous.
because
of you.
I understood the assignment when we got to Tokyo. That this is how they act. Let me not be a typical Aussie.
You know what it shows? It shows that because you've been to Philippines a lot of times. It was like that respect is just kind of more.
No, I'm just a good person.
No, yeah, all right.
I'm just not a dickhead.
All right. This guy back in the festival was like, "No, get out the way, mosh pit."
Like if you think about it, yeah, but read the room. We're in a mosh pit at a festival. Yeah, let's go hard. We're at Disney Sea with all these families and kids in Japan, where everyone is like bowing and making sure, yes, this way and everything, and then let me just stand
that one
right in
tourist-
front of everyone at the fence so that the people behind me, let them figure it out.
You know what? I was trying to look for my I wanted that right girl to see me.
Oh my gosh.
She didn't see me though.
Yeah.
Because they made me sit down.
Yeah. She saw you all right. The security guy, the Disney girl told you to sit down.
It was a moment just then too. She just like, I was like,
You thought it was a
She's
moment.
like, excuse me. I was like, oh, hey. And she's like, sit down. I'm like, my bad. But oh, so you went to both of them. Was there? So you said it rained out.
Yeah, it was raining. The morning, it was the only day out of our 5 days in Tokyo that it rained on the day. And we woke up, we looked outside, like, it's raining. And we were like, fuck, we already got it all booked. Let's fucking go. Like, let's just go. Went early, and we're only 2 stops away from Tokyo Disney, our hotel. We made sure of that so we could go early. And we're just in the rain, in the cold. We actually, stay tuned, we're going to make a vlog about it. But yeah, we're just in the rain for an hour or 2 before it opens.
That's great.
Yeah. So if you see those lines on TikTok, we were doing that.
Yeah, that was the thing I was talking about. Like, because that's like a viral thing.
Yeah.
About how long the lines are there right before you go into Disney Sea or Land.
Yeah.
It's really good. But with Disney World, they're actually they're expanding it now.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are a little bit angry about it because they're expanding it, but they're expanding where it's going to be more Marvel, like another land of Marvel, right? They already have some Marvel parts in it, but they're expanding like a whole another world to make it
Marvel universe type thing. Yeah.
Which is cool, but then same time, like, I guess it's like the kid in me wants more Disney. Like, I love Marvel, don't get me wrong, but in saying that, I think this generation now with kids are like, they're looking at Marvel movies just on the same line as Disney. So it'd be kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Well, you can't. Well, you know, Marvel's part of Disney, right?
Yeah.
And there's the ESPN world.
And Star Wars.
That's part of Disney.
Yeah.
And yes, Star
Wars,
is the franchise,
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Lucasfilms.
Yeah. They're all part of Disney, so they just using their brands to,
Expand it.
Yeah, to grow that world. It's Disney World, and what's in Disney World, it's all those things. So I guess you can't do anything about that. But when it comes to having more Disney things, they'll probably just add it in the actual one, right? Like it'll fit more.
Yeah.
It's like when they do with the content, especially here in Australia. So a lot of people get confused because we don't have Hulu here. So they'll have Kardashians on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Or they'll have anything that's
on Hulu. It goes to Disney.
Yeah, it goes to Disney Plus here in Australia. So it's not really, and people are just confused about that when it comes to content.
Do you reckon they'll bring Disney over here? Because there's always been like talks of like.
I think they are. Didn't they say Melbourne?
Did they say that?
Yeah, I thought I saw that recently.
Oh, okay. Do you reckon? Do you think it will? Do you think it will be as? Do you think it will last? Do you think it will last?
It's Disney. It's such a big brand.
And I only ask this because so America, everything feeds off that, feeds through America, right? Then they have Japan, Paris, China.
Yeah. There's heaps.
It's weird though. There's not one in the UK though.
No, but they've got Paris.
Oh,
that's Europe.
Oh, because it's so close.
Europe, yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
If you think of like continents,
do you reckon like it'll thrive here?
I think so because we're so far away from the next thing.
That's true.
So if you wanted to go to Disney right now, where would our closest be? Tokyo?
Yeah.
Hong Kong?
Yeah, it'd be Hong Kong. Oh yeah, Hong Kong, China.
Hong Kong?
Yeah.
There's one in Beijing, I think, or
Shanghai, yeah.
So those are 7-8 hour flights, but we're here 7 hours. Now New Zealand people will come, I think us will come, and we got money.
I think it would thrive.
It will always thrive.
I think it would thrive. Thinking about it now, because like, look at Movie World.
That's what I'm saying.
That's been
Warner
here for
Brothers,
That's been
Warner
here for
Brothers
so long.
Movie World, and that's been here since we were kids.
And I know people who've gone multiple times.
They just change a ride, add an attraction.
Even like they have Dream World, Movie World, Sea World, and they have a pass for all of that, right? I can see, because Disney's so much more bigger, as in just with the characters wise, kinda.
Well, if Warner Brothers Movie World if Warner Brothers actually owned it, not just gave the license of their brand to, I'm pretty sure runs it, right?
Yeah.
So Greater Union runs all those that you just mentioned. But if Warner Brothers really made a world, it would go big too, because there's a lot of brands that you don't know about it. We could do. I'm sorry, I'm not speaking on behalf of Warner Brothers, but I'm saying Warner Brothers could do DC Universe.
Yeah, Matrix.
Yeah, Matrix, Harry Potter.
Yeah, yeah. Oh wow, yeah. Jurassic Park. Wait, Jurassic Park?
Yep.
Jurassic Park?
Yep.
Yeah.
Friends.
Is Friends on the Warner Brothers?
Yep. Anything on TNT, anything on CNN World, they'll do like a CNN World if they wanted to. Well, now with Discovery, because it's Warner Brothers Discovery, they could do Shark Week stuff, like a Discovery thing. They could do, because they own TLC, they could do like a 90-Day Fiance / My 600-Pound Life kind of theme thing. They could do many things. Yeah, those are some of the biggest brands under Warner Brothers. And then you got like Looney Tunes and
like Scooby-Doo and stuff.
Scooby-Doo and that.
Wow, I actually didn't know that.
So if they really wanted to, so think of anything on Max, Game of Thrones land.
Yeah.
So anything on HBO Max. Or you could do a Sopranos theme thing.
Or like Lego, because like the Lego movies, that was through Warner Brothers.
I think so.
Yeah, it was.
Anything they could do like Animal Planet land. They got a huge lineage of anything on Cartoon Network.
I wonder why they never did something like that. I mean, like, I guess what you said, like if they gave their brand to Greater Union, that's kind of like,
yeah, they're just doing partnership type things. It's not an easy feat to build a thing like Disneyland and that and Disney World. Sometimes you're gonna take a big loss as well.
Yeah, look at Wonderland.
If you think of your business, yeah.
Even though it was ages ago.
They had Marvel there. I remember they had Marvel rock up for a bit.
Oh, they had like
right at the end. They had Hulk and Spider-Man at the front.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so that's it's a big expense. So probably I'm thinking that's most likely why.
I'm glad that you said like Melbourne though, that like could be Disney Land.
Yeah.
And Melbourne, because I can't think where they would put it in Sydney.
They wouldn't.
Like, the only place would be like Blacktownish.
Western Sydney, you have to be.
Because that's the only space that they would have.
Yeah. There's a lot of space in Western Sydney, but I don't think they would do it in Sydney. I think you just have to go Gold Coast again because the weather is always nice.
That's true. Like,
imagine going to Melbourne on a winter. No one's going. But, I don't know.
No, yeah. But Gold Coast-wise, it's...
always nice.
It's tropical.
Yeah.
It kind of fits it. Like, look at Florida. Florida, like, I think that's probably the reason why they have it in the West Coast and Florida because of the weather's always great.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't have it anywhere in the east or middle because shit can always happen. A tornado, it's raining, all that stuff.
It's true.
Yeah. What else has been popping like lately? You been keeping up with the Olympics?
Yes, I have. I've been watching, obviously basketball. What did I watch? I like the main things like the running, swimming. I just keep up with whatever Australia's in. But yeah, of course, basketball. I watch the boxing here and there, and then if I catch something like the wrestling, I'll watch it as well.
I like the wrestling. Breakdancing for the first time is coming to Olympics as well.
Is Philippines in it?
I don't actually know who's in it.
Oh. You think that they'd be really good, right?
I'm assuming so.
Yeah,
I feel like it'd be, for me, I feel like it'd be, and this is just based off like watching it back in the day. Like Japan, Phils have always been a strong contender with that. Africa and Paris.
In Paris?
Yeah. France.
In Africa?
Yeah.
What do you mean Africa?
I don't know whereabouts in Africa, but like somewhere there.
Bro, you can't just do that.
Okay.
You would get cancelled.
Okay. You know what? If we're gonna talk about cancel stuff, right? Let's just backtrack because you said you watched boxing, right? Did you hear about the transsexual that's in boxing?
I did, but I don't think she is.
No, so I think she has more XY chromosomes, which makes her more of a man.
Yeah.
So she has higher testosterone, but it technically makes her a man.
But she was born a female.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. Scientifically, in that way, like XY, the chromosomes. Yeah. But then, then she would have higher testosterone than most females.
Yeah.
But then, there's a lot of misinformation that was. I don't know. A lot of people just talking about it this past week, but it's hard because I think the best way to check if she's a male or a female, but you can't, is from birth. If they have things, because that's the only way.
I think from birth, this is from what I read with this, right? From birth, she was born I think a woman, but her she
was a female.
But I think her chromosomes still. What did they say again? That is true.
She has higher test levels, but that could be, like Serena Williams, I'm sure has higher test levels than most women, or a lot of the fighters in the UFC that are like, but they're a woman, but they have higher test levels than their counterparts.
Let me ask you this question then, just because I don't have that much information with this.
Yeah.
If
she was born a boy,
if she was born a boy, then she wanted to become a woman. Does that make sense?
No, I think did we touch upon this?
No,
We've talked about this before. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe it was
with
with
Tavito.
Yeah.
No, it's a different ball game when it comes to that. Yeah, if she was born a boy when she was young, and she's transitioned into a woman, she shouldn't be fighting against women at all because it's different. Strength. Yeah, like just.
I think it would make more
common sense. If common sense prevailed, you would know. People that have competed in that level in any sport know that it is unfair.
Yeah, I mean, like even just with even a non-contact sport, Serena Williams, right?
Yeah.
Women's tennis, she's one of the GOATs, right?
Yeah.
Women's tennis.
Yeah.
But if you put it in tennis, I think she was actually ranked like in the 40th or 30th, like right behind all these other people, all these other guys and stuff, because it's just a different level. Your reaction time, everything,
It's different. Even if you got weight divisions in the UFC or in boxing of someone that's a lightweight versus a lightweight, female to a male.
Yeah.
It's unfair.
Yeah.
You're not letting, and because obviously the controversy is that are the Olympics allowing this to happen within the games?
Well, they have because she fought.
But she's not a trans.
If that's technically true,
Yeah, but I'm saying because the question you said was if a person
if she was
born a male and then transitioned into a female, yeah, that's wrong. But if she's not a trans, like that's what they're saying that she's not.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
she didn't transition. She's actually a female at birth that has high testosterone, and then they can do the whole chromosome thing. But she was a female. She's a female.
all right. If that's the case, then
That's okay.
I'd be okay with that then.
Yeah, me too.
I'd
me
be okay.
too.
I'd be okay with that
Because
then.
she's a female.
Yeah.
Like let's the black.
Yeah,
black
no, it has to be black. It has to be black and white.
and
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
yeah.
because but it is unfair if at one point they were a male and then transition. I think there was someone doing it in MMA and Ty offered them out and was
Yeah.
like, I'll fight him. And I would be the same too. If I had a daughter or a niece or a sister or something that was competing and I found out, you find out after the fight or something she was actually a man. I think we should just jump in and jump him too.
It'd just be different. Especially like Olympics is like if you had a daughter, it's your proudest moment, right?
Oh, yeah.
And like it's probably harder than anything else. And then like finding out that you got robbed, if it is the case, it's heartbreaking.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you're thinking like there's nothing else you like.
Yeah,
you
because
like with that Italian lady who did compete against that person. If it is that, if it's not, then
yeah,
like.
but I think, see, the thing with the internet as well is like there could be quotes or things that are misconstrued. I think the Italian lady has now apologized and said, "Oh, I got confused. I listened to everyone, and then bro, you've already lost if you're going into that fight thinking, oh, she's a male. Everyone's saying that she's a male. She'll get hit, and then she'll just go, oh, that was the hardest punch I've ever felt in my life.
It was a jab too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
But she didn't have the right information. Yeah. I'm guessing, or she just listened to what everyone was saying, but didn't have the facts.
No, the Serena Williams thing that you just said just then, that makes a lot of sense. That actually helped me really understand the whole space of it. The whole but if that is the thing, she was born a woman, then that's fine. Like I think that's
that's perfectly fine. Of course.
Do I think that in a later space, like, look, I'm all for equal rights and everything, but it's just fairness as well. I do think maybe later on, if it was their own type of thing with transsexuals like fighting each other, that's fine. I think that's fine because it separates everything.
Yep.
That's the reason why we have weight classes. It's the exact same thing there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the next topic? Yeah. Oh. I know we're going to touch on it that much, but you saw Mad Max, right? Furiosa.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you like it?
It was a fun watch, from what I can remember. I think I was talking to who was I talking to in the car this week? I said, it was Francis, and I was saying I don't really remember movies anymore, except for like if someone brings up a movie just like how you did, and I haven't watched it for months now.
Yeah,
I will barely remember the movie except for how it made me feel
and the key points. Yeah,
and then maybe a few key scenes, but. The only movies that I really remember are the ones that we had on DVD or VHS because I've watched them at least 10 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, the reason why I asked that is because it's funny because the only reason why I thought about it again is because when that whole outage thing came out, it's like
yep.
Yeah, and it just made me think. I'm like, shit. Imagine if like this happened, then there was another COVID hypothetically. It just feel like another type of apocalypse type of thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you think like an apocalypse would ever happen? I know that's weird. It's probably weird.
It's probably already happened, and I think maybe you never know that it's happened 20, 100 times over.
I mean, like you look at like the Dark Ages, for example. Like, I think things were progressing at one stage, then it got flushed back into the Dark Ages. I wonder if that would ever happen, like in this type of
Dark Ages or Stone Ages?
Dark Ages.
What's Dark Ages?
So in medieval times, right? This is when our technology or like our craftsmanship was exceeding like a very fast level.
Yep.
And then wars started happening. So then it got flushed into the Dark Ages, where all of that technology and craftsmanship that they did have, it wasn't progressing as fast as it did when it was when war wasn't happening as frequently then. And I'm just curious if that would ever happen, like maybe like maybe not in our lifetime, but like
it could happen very soon. Or it's probably, how do you know that it hasn't already happened many times over? Because it's hard to comprehend time and space, but it could have happened so many times over. We just don't know. And it could happen again with all of AI happening, and how it could take over us being the top of the food chain.
When you see technology progressing so much with AI, with CGI, shit. Well, there was a movie, You People.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy. Oh, I forgot that. I forgot it. Like
Jonah.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah, Jonah.
And Nipsey Hussle's
Lauren London.
Yeah. There's a scene, right, where they're kissing. Apparently they didn't have any chemistry, like romantic chemistry that can happen. But in the kissing scene, it's CGI'd to show that they have that chemistry.
Yeah.
It is crazy on what level of technology we're getting to when you can fake that part. Because I've seen that part too. Because I have to rewatch it, and I'm like, it does look real, but it's just weird. Like just thinking that like this is fake. Like it's not like someone made this scene of like them kissing or like just the way they're looking at each other. Yeah. Yeah. Did that ever freak you out when you're seeing how, especially how social media is when we do podcasts? You see things progressing in a good way, but then like it could always take a turn.
I was talking to Francis about AI, or how Tesla in the future is going to obviously you've seen driverless cars, but there'll be a time when if you buy a Tesla, for example, you go over to Gold Coast this weekend, you have a Tesla, you'll get your car to drive you to the airport. It has the technology to be able to drive without you, be able to anticipate traffic, when danger comes, to stop and everything. It will drop you to the airport. When you go to Gold Coast, you put on your phone and through an app, and you say, like, you put it as Tesla taxi mode. So while you're in the Gold Coast for the weekend, he's picking up people and dropping them off to the points A to B,
like an Uber
for 24 hours, and then it will go and charge, and then it will go A to B while you're away for 3 days. And then when you're done, you say, come to the airport, I'm here now. I'll pick you up at the airport, take you back to your apartment, and then you've just made $1,000 or something.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's scary. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
but it'll be that.
And we are kind of getting to that now because we already have driverless cars. Shit, that's so insane.
They say that it will boost Tesla's stock price and everything like that, because it's now not just a depreciating asset. You can actually use it. It's not just a depreciating asset or a liability. It's actually an asset that creates money. Yeah.
That's right. Do we have driverless cars here in Australia?
I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't have a Tesla, but I'm sure some people would have it. I don't know if it's accepted yet, but
because I know America has it.
Yeah, I don't. But if Teslas in America can do it, I'm sure the ones here, but maybe they're not approved yet. I don't know.
That's great. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some questions for you.
Okay.
And this is so that we can really scope out us again.
Okay.
Right? And for our viewers, so we can really see what the goal is, you know, like and then we can like really, really dedicate our the content that we create for our viewers, and they'll know like, oh yeah, that's for me, you know.
Okay.
So I've got like 5 questions for you and what you think,
Okay.
because people always ask you, I'm sure, like when you say I do a podcast, and then they ask, oh, what's it about? Right? Yeah. So it'll be the same type of thing where it's like, I'm asking you, who do you think our ideal listeners are? And it has to be like,
I definitely think I say pop culture, because like before it was just about, when we first started this, it was more like based on like the things that we liked.
Yeah.
Disney, movies,
yeah,
wrestling as well. But we always stretch things to kind of like relate it to us. But then more and more we got into it, we started talking about, we still talk about movies, and we definitely stretched it out, something that would relate to us, where we can ask a question, you know, whether it be a dating movie and be like, I'd ask you like that question, like what, like did you ever do this? What's your definition of a fuckboy? What's your definition of this? It's like, and I think when people ask what is your podcast about, I say pop culture and movies, but we stretch it out so it relates to us.
Yeah.
With a question.
Yeah.
What would your answer be?
I don't know. Like, if I'm thinking of someone that's sitting down behind on YouTube right now, I'm thinking someone around our age. So like Gen Y or millennials for sure, because they can resonate with things that we talk about.
Yeah. I'm
thinking also people of, not just people, how do I say, ethnic?
Yeah.
People of color.
Yeah. it would be definitely like an ethnic background that you'd more than likely have.
I think right now it's very male.
Yeah. I think it depends though. I think if we talk about, when we've talked about, sorry, when we've talked about, like rom-coms or something, and we talk about relationship stuff, I think that does go to a different lane. Like I've had people who I've matched with, shout out to them, good audience base. Anyway, where they've watched and they've mainly gone to the episodes of like where we've talked about rom-coms or we've talked about relationship stuff, because it's something that they can relate to, or even just have that different perspective of like, oh, that's what a guy thinks. I don't agree with that, but okay, that's what a guy thinks. Yeah. And then they can kind of stretch it from there.
Yeah. In your opinion, how would you measure our success? Like, what would you say is, oh yeah, this is going, and there's no right or wrong. Well, what do you think would be your ultimate, oh yeah, this is it?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I have fun doing this still.
Yeah.
I think if I stopped having fun doing this, that's when the success, like there's no success thing. I think if I came here, like when we talk about this stuff, I think if I ever dwelled like, oh, I don't want to come here. I'm like, bro, let's just grab a feed.
Yeah.
That, like, you know, it's not you. It's like, let's just grab a feed. Let's just not do this. Then it'd just be then there's no success. I wouldn't have any fun doing this anymore.
That's a good way to,
Because like, I like this as, I like the conversations we have. It forces you to think more of it forces you more to think about, all right, we're stretching this out. What is my actual opinion on this? And then I get your opinion as well, where I'm like, I feel like it's more focused.
Yeah. More focused for sure,
Yeah, maybe it's because, you know, when you're... Sorry. You know when you're not monitored, but I feel like because we're filming, I'm more focused on my answers more. Yeah. One, because I want to like give my most honest answer, but at the same time make it make sense. You?
I think, but that for sure. Like if I wasn't having fun with it or like enjoying doing it, and that's anything in life, right?
Yeah.
Where if you're not enjoying the thing that you're doing and the process, you're not enjoying the process anymore. But success-wise, I think we can do. I think I would love to have these guests that we talk about here, but they're here.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then more people come up to us and go, bro, I was watching your thing, and that thing that you said about this specific topic, bro, I've been going through that.
Yeah.
But it actually helped me to overcome it from what you said. I think that's my biggest measure of success.
Yeah.
And it's for the whole channel, you know?
Mm.
Like, hey, bro, I was sitting my ass down for ages and I put on a lot of weight and I got up from the one clip that you had, and it got me up to go do something about it.
Yeah.
That's my 100. That's my number one measure of success. That if we say something here, I know we make jokes and we talk a lot of shit sometimes, but if we are able to get to a person to do something better in their life and help other people in their life, that's my.
Especially questioning things, which is.
Yeah, bro, we all have our vices, right? And say someone is going through something and doing, they're going through something, and we talk about it and they resonate, or yeah, man, like I'm going through that same thing, and then it helps them to start making little steps, even if they don't fully change, but they've tried,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 100% mine.
I like that. That's good.
How do you think we could balance creating content where we look for a new audience but still please our existing watchers?
I think that's like, and you've been telling me to do this for the longest time, so it's like it's not so much you. It's more like, I think individually, maybe like when you tell me that you should like start doing different videos in your own type of way, like you don't have to copy like or think deep on it, but like maybe push your own personality more.
Yeah,
that would help. That would help Curious Canvas as a whole, because it puts a different, like me being gigantically a geek, like, and more focused on that, even if it's just short clips and everything, that would help.
Yeah.
Finding more, like when you say like finding guests and everything, and you'd have more exposure with this than me, because you've actually had like big guests on your show before, like with Start Somewhere. Doing that, like when I reach out to someone, like I think I only just reach out to them like through Insta, and like if I don't get a response or anything, I'm like, I don't really know what else to do. And then like, and I've probably done like that a few times, but like a few times is really nothing. And then like when you look at the whole
scope of
the scope of everyone, where like someone's probably messaging this guy 100 times, and that 100th time he probably got a message. I'm definitely not messaging someone 100 times, but I see the mindset of that though.
Yeah.
What about your side? But you're already kind of doing things that already, like, whatever exposure you have individually, right? Like when you're doing stuff with Start Somewhere, or anything with you that's relating like to a conversation, everything, it means more eyes on you. So whenever we do this, it becomes more eyes on Curious Canvas.
I see it all as a whole anyway. Start Somewhere is the channel, and then we have different shows within the channel. Just how, like, I don't know, ESPN has, you know, a basketball, then an NFL, and then it's just different shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it would just all bring it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Random question. What would when you and Tavita talk? What do you think that's more on?
Kind of sports and culture for sure.
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah. Fair.
Sports and culture. Here we talk pop culture and life.
Yeah.
With the boys, like Ash and Mark, is a lot of business talk.
Yeah.
And life.
Mm.
But it's all life, and being able to be providing value but being entertaining at the same time.
Yeah.
Is the number one thing. So people don't just watch and, you know.
Just bored out of their mind, like they're just
Yeah.
watching
They have a laugh.
Yeah.
They can sit down, but also pick something up from it
Mm.
and see our personalities and our, just us as people. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
Is this what's the next question?
I got no more questions for you. That was all I really had.
Okay.
Well, those were some of the questions that I thought that we could think of, and then, you know, because when you put something out there, it you kind of work on these things as well. It's like when people post on Instagram stories,
Yeah.
or post on Instagram like, "Oh, I'm on a weight loss challenge." It keeps them accountable, type thing.
How do you side quest question. So hypothetically, do you ever not judge, but like if a person's like posting photos of like gym, for example, do you look at that in any type of way?
No, I'm good on you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, same with me. I think it's maybe it's because
Remember, there's that quote where it says, "A person that trains, or a singer will never look down upon someone trying to sing, or a person that is fit and knows who they are and is secure in themselves will never look down at someone trying to train in the gym as well." It's the exact same thing.
I think it's that motivation too.
Huh?
I think, and it's like with any of my mates. Like if I have any, like for example, I'm not close to Vito, like obviously like you, but like whenever he posts up something,
You're like, damn, I need to get off the
yeah, no, it
couch and go
does,
for a run.
bro. You know how many times I've been like in bed just chilling.
But I'm so proud of him. That's why, yeah,
like
for sure. And we talk about this just behind camera as well, about the exact same thing. And I'm glad that he does, because there's a lot of people that need to hear the stuff that he shows, because they need to do something about their life as well. I'm all for it.
Love that. And on that note, that's the Curious Canvas.
Let's smile for the camera. So for the thumbnail, this is how we do it. Beautiful.
Is that gang signs?
Alright, brother.
All right.
Nah, not gang signs. You're from Strathfield.
Oh,
Make sure-
and no, you first.
Yeah, just make sure to give us a like if you went all the way. Make sure to follow us on Spotify if you're listening there, on YouTube, subscribe. Follow us on all of our socials at The Curious Canvas.
And we're filming at Bella Vista Hotel, and they make great coffee.
And we'll see you in a few weeks.
As you.